Like the sequoia tree, whose far-reaching presence stems from a tiny seed, the story of the Brahma Kumaris and its growth begins with a spiritual seed planted into the heart of one man, Dada Lekraj. He soon became known as Brahma Baba. And for him, that seed was experienced as a gift from the divine. A seed that he made a conscious effort to nourish and sustain. This led to the birth of an organization, the story of the Brahma Kumaris, planting a seed of change.
Brahma Kumaris in United States started service 40 plus years, and it was like a seed. But today it has grown all over United States. There are many, many centers, and we find that people are benefiting a lot.
The Brahma Kumaris is a worldwide spiritual movement and the largest spiritual organization led by women. It is dedicated to personal transformation and committed to uplifting human consciousness globally. With spiritual teachings, meditation, and community service. The Brahma Kumaris was established in 1937 in pre-partitioned India. Today, more than 80 years later, it has grown with a presence in 110 countries, over 4,500 centers, and more than 1 million regular students.
The seed for service was planted in United States of America over 40 years ago. Myself and Sister Denise were in Canada, and during that time, the Brahma Kumaris were thinking about something that we called as a world service. So we wanted to bring this message of peace and spiritual knowledge to American people. We drove to San Francisco, California, around the same time as our regional director, Sister Mohini, arrived to New York from the Caribbean islands. 4 decades ago, what began as a humble initiation has now been able to bring peace and joy to thousands of individuals and families across America through our meditation and retreat centers.
Soon after, meditation and retreat centers started to sprout up throughout the United States.
The spiritual organization invites people from all walks of life to come and learn the art of Raj Yoga meditation free of cost. Everyone, regardless of religion, race, social or economic status, is welcome to study the spiritual knowledge and meditation.
Meditation is a very, very simple practice to connect the mind with the true self and to experience inner peace and inner harmony. And that helps to increase the power to discern and to make right choices.
Meditation is at the heart of the Brahma Kumaris teaching, which enables people to relax, reflect, contemplate, and realize their true inner power. It is an effective tool to overcome everyday stress, anxiety, depression, and fear. At the heart of the Brahma Kumaris' work is the desire to help people rediscover their innate potential. But over the years in the United States and around the world, the activities of the Brahma Kumaris spread even more, with new and strong branches in the form of international projects. The aim of these initiatives has been simple: to bring a shift in human consciousness for a better world.
There's a purpose to the Brahma Kumaris being at the United Nations. And the purpose is to reaffirm faith in the dignity and worth of the human being. So the way we do this is that we bring to the table, we integrate into the programs of the United Nations a spiritual trajectory of awareness, attitude, vision, action as a subtle dynamic to transformation.
Brahma Kumaris International Projects, Million Minutes of Peace, Global Cooperation for a Better World, Parliament of World Religions, Living Values Education, Images and Voices of Hope, Celebrating Human Greatness, Brahma Kumaris and the Youth, Spotlight Values, Om Cafe, 7 Billion Acts of Goodness, Peace in the Park Festivals,
Wherever the Brahma Kumaris centers exist, it plays a significant role in the community. Whether it's for natural disasters such as wildfires, which we had recently, hurricanes, floods, earthquakes, we are there to help. People need coping skills in dealing with these disasters, and we're available to help them with that. Wherever we can, we, the Brahma Kumaris, are there to serve.
Now that the tree has grown, it can provide not only an inspiration for our inner strength, but also a canopy to protect our inner peace and personal fulfillment.
The biggest change and benefit I've noticed from being part of the Brahma Kumaris is being able to step outside my thoughts and become the observer of them.
I like to come to the center because it's fun to play and I feel safe and happy when I'm there.
They provide an open place where anyone from any different background can come to meditate.
Meditation made my life easier.
It's like I have this key, this golden key that opens up a beautiful treasure box.
The true treasure is finding out who you really, really are.
What I love about here, they love me, and I love them.
Maybe it's time for every one of us to plant in our hearts this precious spiritual seed and share it with humanity so that we may all retrieve our lost inner paradise. The Brahma Kumaris centers all over the world are waiting to welcome you and offer you such a seed in which rests the power to transform your life.
Om Shanti. Good evening, everyone. My name is Vamsi Tamana. On behalf of Om Sai Balaji Temple, Monroe, New Jersey, we would like to welcome you all to our special webinar with Sister B.K. Shivani. We could not have done this without the support from all of you. Also, our sincere gratitude to all the organizations that came forward to support this webinar. NRIVA, TANA, TATA, NATA, TFAS, TATA, Indian Business Association, Indo-American Cultural Society of US, FIA, Sankara Netralaya, Accurate Diagnostic Labs, and Help Foundation. We must also thank our media partners, Sridhar Chillara from Mana TV and HR Shah from TV Asia, who are live telecasting our event today. Because of their kindness, thousands of people are watching us on television right now. We are very pleased to be co-hosting this event with the Brahma Kumaris Edison Center. The Brahma Kumaris has over 35 meditation centers in America, and all their classes and workshops are free of charge as an act of community service. To find the local center near you, please call the number on the screen. Also, if you'd like to get a list of upcoming events from them, please post your email address in the chat box. Just to let you all know, we'll have the question and answer session at the end. So during Sister Shivani's lecture, in case if you have a question, please feel free to post that question in the chat box and we'll present your question to Sister Shivani. The main two objectives of this webinar today are, number one, to offer hope and courage to all the people who are in desperate need at this time. And then number two, to receive blessings of the Almighty through Sister Shivani and the Brahma Kumaris organization for the opening of our new Om Sai Balaji temple that is coming up in Monroe, New Jersey. Now, before we start our actual webinar, let me introduce you all to Didi Mohini. Didi Mohini is the president of Brahma Kumaris US and also the regional coordinator for North America, South America, and the Caribbean. She has been a spiritual leader for the organization for over 60 years, and she is the representative for the Brahma Kumaris to the United Nations in US. We will now receive the blessings from Didi Mohini.
Om Shanti. Dear friends, brothers and sisters, I request you all to join me by, with great love, say these two words, Om Shanti, and it means I am peaceful. At this time, when there is so much anxiety, fear, worries, concerns, so it is very, very important to create very, very powerful vibrations through our thoughts. And it is important at this time to hold on to the faith. Faith removes the fear and it gives you inner strength. And also, it's very important at this time to keep your mind very calm and very peaceful. When mind is peaceful and mind is calm, then power to discern works very well. We are able to make right choices. And when we make right choice, then right and good things happen. It is important to protect ourselves, our energy of the mind, so that the immune system functions properly. Of course, a lot of preventive measures are being taken. The preventive one, of course, distancing, social distancing, washing hands, and whatever other precautions are necessary. But with that, it is very, very important to build this inner strength, positive energy, to protect myself from not only the virus, corona, but also from the negative energy of the sufferings of the world. So for the entire humanity, for the whole world, we have very, very positive thoughts, positive energy. But also in my personal life, what I had been doing is to think of God, I put my mind in God, and I take God's love, God's light, and God's power, which is actually power of protection, because He's our creator, and He also is the one who has all the powers. So with my mind very stable and calm, I connect, I think of God, and take light and power from the God. I think it's very important to create this energy, not only for myself, but for the family, for friends. And as I said, we share with the whole world. And I want you also to use these two words, Om Shanti, during the day. Whenever you find that your energy is very low, this kind of sadness, or you lose hope, then internally you just say Om Shanti. You stop for a moment and two and do that. So I extend my good wishes, and of course we carry with us the blessings of God, and then we share that and create the atmosphere where we are able to be in peace and hold on to trust, which is very, very important to have vibrations from these thoughts. So in the end, again, I will want you all to say Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Didi Mohini. Let me now talk about the founders of our temple. Suryanarayana Madula, Ramakrishna Sannidhi, and Ramesh Taduvai are the founders of Om Sai Balaji Temple. Their dream was to create a sacred space for worship and to have a platform to share knowledge for the next generations. Now, I would like to request Mr. Suryanarayana Madula to welcome BK Sister Shivani. Welcome, Mr. Suryanarayana Madula.
Om Shanti. Thank you all for joining. Now we have come to the point in our special event to bring to the stage someone who has been helping millions of people around the world. Really, no introduction is needed for Sister Shivani. Just our sincere gratitude and appreciation for the service she is doing for humanity. Welcome, Sister Shivani.
Om Shanti and good morning. Sorry, good evening. Let's take a minute of silence. We all pray, we all meditate. But when we are together, and it's an opportunity to create collective healing energy. A minute to connect to the highest power and invoke God's power and blessings into our life, our family, our country, our world. We're shifting towards faith, love and compassion. God's power and blessings protect us, energize us, and thereby make us instruments to empower others. Om Shanti. Like Sister Mohini shared with all of us, it's time to shift from fear to faith. It's time to create the meaning of Om Shanti within. We've all said Om Shanti so many times. And when we pray, we said Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. But Om Shanti means I am a peaceful being. Om means I, the soul, and Shanti is peace. So every time we say Om Shanti, we're saying I am a peaceful being. In a time where majority are saying fear and anxiety is normal, it's important to go back to our original nature. I am a peaceful being. I am a powerful being. I am a fearless being. The more we remind ourselves this, the more we remind ourselves that God's power and blessings is a protection shield for us. It's all about reminding ourselves the truth. And the more we remind ourselves, the more we will shift towards that energy. As of now, there are only two options. Either the energies, the vibrations around us can pull us down, or we can pull up the energies around us, which means either it's like a car on the slope. The car was always on a slope, which means the car is we, the driver is I, driving the car of my life. But the slope has got a little steeper, which means the situation is tougher than what it used to be. And I, the driver, the car of my life, going up this slope of situations. When the steepness of the slope has increased, it's time for us to improve our driving skills. We need to be very careful how we are driving up, because if we do not gradually keep moving up, there is a chance that we may move down. If we do not keep gradually moving up and we just stand in one position, then the energies which are behind us, which means the energies of the planet, there is pain, anxiety, and fear on the planet. We know that. Everyone is saying it's the first time in history that the same situation has hit the planet. Everyone is facing the same crisis. But what we also need to remember, it's probably the first time in history where everyone is creating the same emotion. So one is the same situation, the other is the same emotion. Situation is outside, but in that same situation, when we all created the same emotion, which is the emotion of fear, anxiety, stress, and we not just created it, we believed it is a normal, natural emotion. And it's been a couple of months. It was not just a couple of hours or couple of days. It's been a couple of months. And it's not 200,000 people creating it. It's billions of people for a couple of months creating the same emotion of fear, anxiety, and stress. So if we just have to visualize what would be the energy of the planet right now, give one word on your mind. What would be the energy of the planet right now? And second word on your mind, what should be the energy of the planet right now? So what is and what should be is completely different. It's like, let's visualize the planet like an individual. Suppose I, the individual, am not well physically. So the doctor will tell me, think right, be stable, be calm, be powerful. If you're calm inside, your body will heal faster. And we all know that. If we are calm, we are stable, the body heals faster. So which means the mind has a healing on the body. If my mind is stressed and anxious, then my mind creates complications in the body because it's not radiating healing energy to the body. The body needs healing energy from the mind. Now visualize the planet. Now one physical body is not unwell. Right now the planet is unwell. So if the planet is unwell, the planet needs healing energy. If the planet needs healing energy, then the mind of the planet needs to be very calm, peaceful, and powerful. And what is the mind of the planet? The mind of the planet is the collective minds of everybody in this world. So our mind, everyone has to say this to themselves every single day, because then we'll understand our moral responsibility in this crisis. Every day I have to remind myself, my mind is not just my mind. My mind is a part of the mind of the planet. It's like a jigsaw puzzle where there are so many pieces, but those so many pieces make the complete picture. Similarly, so many minds make the complete picture of the mind of the planet. So the collective consciousness of the planet, the global vibration right now needs to be healing energy. And healing energy means peace, power, love, acceptance, compassion, cooperation. This is high vibration energy, and this is healing energy. Fear, stress, anxiety, anger, criticism, blame. This is opposite of healing energy. So the planet is not well, and we are creating an energy which is opposite of healing energy. And then we are saying, when will all this get okay? When will things get to normal? Important is, am I playing my role right to get things back to normal? And now sometimes the thought would be, as if just me doing it is going to make a difference. Yes, each one is going to make a difference, because each one's mind has a ripple effect on the minds around them, whether it's minds in your family, minds in your team, in your organization, minds in the country, and then minds in the world. So every mind is responsible right now to heal the planet. So most important responsibility, like our healthcare professionals, our administrators, they are taking care of the health of people. We have to take care of minds of people. And all that we have to do to take care of minds of people, take care first of one mind. If one mind is peaceful and powerful, you are radiating vibrations of calm to people around you, and they will start feeling better. They will feel better. They wouldn't know where this energy is coming from. Why do we go to a temple? Why are all of you constructing this beautiful divine temple? Everyone at home can have a temple. Then why do we need to create a separate space? Why do we create huge temples? Everyone has the picture of a deity in their house. They can go there, pray there, bow down. Why a separate temple? Because the temple vibration is different from the vibration of the house. And everyone goes to the temple to experience that calm and peace. But who created the calm and peace of the temple? You are now constructing a temple. But constructing a temple and creating the vibration of a temple is two completely different things. So what's the difference between the vibration of my house and the vibration of a temple? So my house will carry energies of stress, comparison, competition, anger, jealousy, gossip, criticism, control, and the whole list. It's lower vibration. But when we go to the temple, then our every thought, our every word is a high vibration thought. Our every thought, our every word is divinity, purity, devotion, love, compassion, faith in God, faith in ourselves, faith in the planet. That's our every thought. Forgiveness, these high energy vibrations in the temple. Now, when we walk into the temple, we may be walking with our troubled minds, but when we enter the temple, there is this whole energy of the temple which will overpower us. And within a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, just being there, not even doing anything, maybe not even praying, maybe I'm just too troubled in my mind, I'm not even able to connect to God right now. But just being there in the vibration of the temple, I will experience peace. I am not at peace, but I will experience peace and get back to peace because of the vibration of the temple. And who created the vibration of the temple? Each one who was creating the right thoughts and feelings in the temple. The need of the hour, as is the vibration of our temples. so should be the vibration of the planet right now, so that every mind on that planet gets influenced by that vibration of faith, power of God, blessings of God. Each body experiences that purity and power and starts healing. Each healthcare provider who's out there in the field receives that power and blessings and feels protected. When we go to a temple, we may go with the biggest crisis in our mind, but when we enter the temple, our mind says, everything will be okay. God is with me. I'm sure everything will be okay. Why does our mind start saying like that in the temple? Why could my mind not say that at home? Because that's the vocabulary of everyone in the temple. Everyone is creating gratitude for God. Everyone is saying faith in God. So when I enter into the temple, what everybody was thinking and saying influences me, and my mind also shifts. It shifts from my feeling of helplessness. It shifts inside the temple to a feeling of faith and saying, everything will be perfect. And once my mind starts saying, everything will be perfect, God is with me, I'm calm, I'm powerful, my body is healthy. Once my mind starts saying that, then it starts happening. And my mind then also becomes a radiator of the same energy to people around me. So right now, our responsibility that we cannot use those high energy words only when we are in a place of worship. We cannot use those high energy words only when we are meditating or praying in the morning or evening, because right now, the crisis is not individual. Whenever we go through a personal crisis, we pray to God. We pray and meditate daily, but when there is a personal crisis, we just connect to God and we say, I have no idea how to handle this. You're the only one who's going to be able to get me out of this. We all pray. We have faith. And we've all come out of our personal crisis and created miracles. And then we say, prayers worked, meditation worked, blessings worked, not just my own prayers and meditation. We even thanked other people and we said, thank you for praying for me. Thank you for your blessings. My obstacle is over. My life has come back to normal. We know the power. We know the power of meditation, prayers, and blessings. Right now is the time to use that power. But because the crisis is bigger, it cannot be 30 minutes or 60 minutes of meditation, prayer, and blessings. Meditation, prayer, and blessings will have to be our state of mind, our way of thinking, and our way of speaking, not for 30, 60 minutes, but 24/7. Because it's not I who needs healing energy. It's not my family who needs energy. It's the planet who needs energy. And we need it soon. We can't do it slowly. We need it soon. And we need it a lot. And so it would have to be 24/7, thinking, speaking that what we think and speak during our meditation, prayers, and blessings. That's all we need to do. What we do right now is our vocabulary in the morning, our vocabulary in a temple, our vocabulary in a meditation, our vocabulary of affirmations, that vocabulary is different. So when we are early morning, we are saying everything will be fine, God is with me, I'm safe. And then during the day, we are saying, what if this happens to me? It's come here, it is with this one. Now, what if it happens to me? Acha, if it happens to me, I'll still manage. But what if it happens to my children? What happened between the morning and the day? So as is the vocabulary in the morning, so will need to be the vocabulary in the day. And when we start doing that, then we will be vibrating at the frequency of divinity throughout the day. And one to the next, to the next, to the next. When we do this collective vibration of divinity, then only and only miracles can happen. Ordinary will get over. Chaos will finish, but only and only miracles will happen. So it's time to create that miracle. Miracle is nothing but a powerful mind. A miracle means did not allow the situation to overpower the mind, energize the mind and overpower the situation. And those cases, we call them as miracles. They did not lead ordinary lives. They did not accept the situation. They energized themselves and they changed their destiny. And the world calls it a miracle. Right now, the time to create miracles. Right now is the time to make miracles a natural way of living. Not once in a while miracle, but just miracles always. And so just pay this little attention. One, why should I do it? Because my mind is a part of the world's mind. We all create gratitude for those who are out in the hospital in that high field, in that field of crisis. Then what's our role? Our role is to sit at home and radiate that power and meditation and gratitude to them. Our creating right thoughts for them will become their protection shield. We cannot sit at home and say, oh, how difficult, they are going there. What if it happens to them? This is opposite of prayers, blessings, and meditation. Let us not say the opposite words. There's a very important line which we need to hold on to right now. It is Sankalp se Siddhi. Sankalp means thought. Siddhi means manifest. Our thoughts manifest. Thoughts become a reality. We cannot look at the reality, the current reality, and create our thoughts. We have to create those thoughts, what we want reality to be. Which means only what you want to see, what you want should happen in your life, in the life of your family, in the life of your organization, the country and the world. What you want to see is what we need to think and speak. What we don't want to see as our destiny, we should not even create that thought in our dreams. Don't even let it come here, because Sankalp se Siddhi, thoughts manifest. Life is a manifestation of our thoughts. We used to read about it. We used to forward this message to people. Now is the time to hold on to it and create those thoughts which you want your life to become, which means every thought and word a high energy vibration. The vibration, the vocabulary of our meditation, prayers, blessings, and affirmation throughout the day. No normal conversation. The normal will be the vocabulary of our prayers and blessings. That is normal, because normal is high vibration. Right now for the planet, the normal vibration should be high vibration. So this is our responsibility. This is our role. This is our seva. You all have that pure intention to create that beautiful temple, which of course it will definitely happen, because when everyone together has the same pure intention, then magic happens. But before that, it's time to create the energy of the temple on the planet. Right now, we might not be able to take the people to the temple, but we can take the temple to the people, which means take the vibrations of a temple to people, and not just people of one area, one city, but take the vibrations of the temple to the entire world, because vibrations do not have any barriers, no borders. Temple is physical. Only those many people can come there, which is very important and which will definitely happen. But vibrations of the temple can radiate to every continent, to every individual. So right now we need to take the temple to every home, to every mind, to every individual's life. Sitting at home, they should feel God is with me, I'm safe, I'm protected, everything is going to be perfect. They should feel that wherever they are in the world. And when they feel it, they create it, they radiate it, then together we will manifest it. So a vibration, high vibration vocabulary. Every thought and word, only that which I want should become a reality. Not create that thought or word. Even if you start thinking it, what if? Just put a full stop. Stop, change. It's like teaching a child how to speak. You know, a child starts saying the line a wrong way, and we stop the child and we say, not like this, you have to speak like this. The child will again go that way, and we say, not like this, you have to speak like this. And within a few days, we teach a child a language. Children, of the age of 2, 3 are able to learn 2, 3 languages. If a child of 2, 3 can learn a complete language, then we can learn a language of high vibration words, feelings, intentions, and manifest that and make it a reality. So very simple things we can start doing, very, very simple lifestyle habits, which will help us to make this shift in a very short span of time. Because now we don't have the time that this journey will happen gradually. We have to do it really quick. So very, very simple lifestyle habits. First thing in the morning. Most of us connect to our phone first thing in the morning. It's a habit which we need to change right now and change it forever. Why we cannot see the phone first thing in the morning? The mind, after a good night's sleep, is very high absorption right now, very calm. And that's why we were taught that whatever we study in the morning, it retains here on the subconscious layer of the mind. So the first thing in the morning, we don't consume the world. If I see my phone first thing, if it's the news, if it's the social media, even if it's work, my work related emails or messages, it's the world. And the minute I watch, read, or listen to the world, then I have consumed the energy of the world on my mind. I do not want to consume the energy of the world on my mind. I want to absorb the energy of God on my mind and radiate God's energy through my mind to the world. It's not consume the world on the mind. Absorb God on your mind and radiate God's power to the world. So energy can flow only in one direction, either from the world to you or from God to you and you to the world. So first hour of the morning, simple habit, will just take a couple of days. Let's switch on the phone an hour later after we wake up. First few thoughts of the morning of gratitude. Gratitude to God, gratitude to my mind and body for being healthy, gratitude to my family, gratitude to everyone who works with me, gratitude to each one who's working right now for the country and the world, gratitude to the planet. Just radiate gratitude in the first few thoughts. You will be shifting your mind to a very high frequency. And when we shift to a frequency of gratitude, then the chances of complaining during the day comes down. There's less to complain about because we are at the vibration of gratitude. Then we will create a few positive thoughts for the current situation, which we call as our powerful thoughts, as our affirmations. So those few powerful thoughts, just 6, 7 thoughts, that's it. Just 6, 7 thoughts, first thing in the morning. Now, example of those thoughts. Sankalp se siddhi, which means those thoughts which we want to be a reality tomorrow. Now, first few thoughts for my mind. I am a powerful being. And when we say I am a powerful being, we are saying influence of the situation not on me. I rise above the situation and I influence the situation. I am a powerful being. Second, I am a peaceful being. Third, I am a fearless being. Fourth thought, my body is perfect and healthy and will always be. So we are removing that thought, what if? No, we are not even going to create that thought in our dreams. What if? Forget thinking about it, speaking about it, not even in our dreams. And that will only happen when we create the thought, my body is perfect and healthy and will always be. Very, very important thought right now. God's power and blessings is a circle of protection around me. Please visualize this circle every day. God's power and blessings is a circle of white light around me. Fifth thought, nothing can enter into this circle. Very important. Nothing can enter into this circle. And nothing means not even the energies around me, not even the pain, the vibration around me, because I want to influence the situation. not get influenced by the situation. I want to heal the planet, not consume pain and fear of the planet. So nothing can enter into this circle. So I am a powerful being, peaceful being, fearless being. My body is perfect and healthy and will always be. God's power and blessings is a circle of protection around me. Nothing can enter into this circle. Then draw that circle around your family. God's power and blessings, circle of protection around the family. Then draw that circle around your organization, your business, your job. Now, why are we drawing it around our job and our business? So that we do not create these thoughts. What if my job? What if my organization? What if? No, because even these thoughts are depleting the energy of the planet. So me, my family, my organization, then my country, God's power and blessings around the country. Every mind is powerful. Each body is healthy. We are safe. Draw it around the country and then draw it around the planet. God's power and blessings, circle of protection around the planet. 8 to 9 thoughts. First thing in the morning, create the thought and visualize it. Then few minutes of meditation. Meditation means connecting to the power and having a very personal conversation with God. We all pray, but right now is the time to even talk to God. Share with that supreme power what is going on your mind. Talk about your family, talk about the country, talk about your work. Have a personal conversation. And most important, say to God, I am your instrument. I surrender to you. You use me. You use me so that my every thought, word, and action is healing for the planet. You use me for the seva the world reads right now. So meditation. At least 30 minutes in the morning, ideally 60 minutes, but at least 30 minutes in the morning for spiritual study. This is a necessity. This is the diet which will keep us emotionally protected, emotionally safe. Right? Like we need a good diet for the body, right now we need a good diet for the mind also. So 30 minutes of spiritual study, which means the content which goes in will be divinity, purity, power. So when that content goes in, then that is who I become. And when that is who I become, then that is what I radiate to the world and miracles happen. So what we watch, read, listen is creating our state of mind, and our state of mind is creating the world. And we all know in the last decade or two, what all we have been watching, reading, listening. Overconsumption of content from media and social media, and quality was a question mark. So there it goes in, gets created here, radiates out, and creates the world. Right now, no consuming from media, social media, no. Absolute restriction, only that very little which is necessary, and consumption of pure divine content. So at least 30 minutes of spiritual study. Then during the day, pause after every hour for a minute and just repeat your affirmation, because it's a new vocabulary. So if we just say it in the morning and then we don't revise it during the day, then we will forget and we will get influenced by the vocabulary of the people around us, and we will start saying the same conversations and same normal conversations what everybody is talking. So we revise after every 1 hour. We call this the traffic control of the mind. Every 59 minutes, pause for a minute, repeat that affirmation. Then last thing before going to sleep, please withdraw from your work, media, and social media at least for an hour before you sleep. Actually 2 hours, but at least an hour before you sleep, so that your mind starts slowing down. For the mind to heal, for the body to have a good immunity system, we need to sleep very well. And sleep does not mean the body is sleeping. Sleep means the mind is silent, not thinking during the night. And the mind will be silent only if we silenced the mind just before going to sleep. If we are watching the news, watching a movie, watching an episode, and we are reading some fiction, or we are doing work emails, work messages, if that's all there on our mind, or we are having troubled conversations about what's happening in the world, and that's all there on the mind, and we fall off to sleep because we're tired, it's easy to go to sleep. We fall off to sleep. Only body sleeps. Mind creates all those troubled thoughts. And then that's the energy which radiates to the body. That's the energy which radiates to the world. So even during our 6 hours of sleep, we are radiating vibrations to people and to the planet. So an hour before sleeping, disconnect. Disconnect from media, disconnect from work communication. Last 20 minutes, again spiritual study, which means again high energy words, because what will go in before sleeping is what will get created during 6 hours of sleep, and that is what will radiate to the body, and that is what will radiate to people and to the planet. So 20 minutes at least before sleeping, again watch, read or listen very divine pure content. Meditate before sleeping. Surrender to God everything that happened during the day. Write it out. You can write a letter to God every day. You can write a diary, whatever, but declutter your mind. Say it to God. Share everything. Tell God about what you plan for the next day. Meditate. And when you close your eyes and you're about to go to sleep, the last thoughts on the mind, the affirmation. I am a powerful being, peaceful being, fearless being. My body is perfect and healthy. I am protected by God's power. My family, my job and business, my country and the planet is protected by God's power and blessings. If these are the last thoughts before we go to sleep, then those thoughts will play on the mind for the next 6 hours. Those are the energies that will radiate to the body. And those are the thoughts which will radiate to the world. And people will catch those thoughts and start saying those same thoughts. It's very, very important. What are our thoughts before going to sleep? So first thing in the morning, last thing before sleeping, and every 1 hour. These are all 20 seconds after every 1 hour. Pause and repeat those thoughts. And the last is our meals. The food we eat, the water we drink, does not just nourish the body, it energizes the mind. Jaisa an, vaisa man. Jaisa pani, vaisi vani. Which means as is the vibration of the food, so is the state of mind. As is the vibration of the water, so is the words we speak. Right now, the water, the food, the fruit, the vegetables, everything is vibrating with fear and anxiety because that's so much around. So much around. So we cannot consume the water, the fruits or the vegetables as it is because we will also be consuming that vibration. We need to change the energy. Like we would not consume something without washing it, similarly we should not consume without energizing it. So in the kitchen, first and foremost, very important time to stick to a very, very strict vegetarian diet. First, it's alkaline, and that's what the body needs right now, an alkaline diet, a light, easy to digest diet. Second, the vibrations. A non-vegetarian diet has vibrations of fear and anxiety. Animal in a slaughterhouse, anger, hatred, helplessness, fear, violence, death. When it comes on our plate, we say health. This is not health. This is proteins. But proteins with the vibration of fear, anxiety, violence, and death. Right now, we just can't afford it. We have to finish our fear. We cannot consume more fear. So let's stick to a very, very strict vegetarian diet. Don't give any plea to yourself, only this much, only this, only little, nothing. This is the time to consume only prasad. Prasad, not just in the temple, prasad at home, which means start cooking prasad. While everybody's cooking at home, connect to God, pray and meditate, say your affirmations while cooking. In your kitchen, have high energy words playing, spiritual songs, bhajans, mantra, high energy words in the kitchen so that the water, the food will get energized and become prasad and amrit. Prasad and Amrit, not this much. Prasad and Amrit 3 times a day. And just before eating, last thing, just before eating, no TV, no phone while having our meals. Because again, that changes the vibrations of what we are eating. Just before eating, 20 seconds pause, connect, say your prayer, and then repeat your affirmation. Every meal has to start with the affirmations. Every glass of water, pause for 10 seconds, repeat the affirmation. Every cup of milk, tea, coffee, pause for 10 seconds, repeat your affirmation, because they absorb those words and those words become your state of mind. So first thing in the morning, every hour, last thing before we go to sleep, and before our every meal, before our every glass of water, before our every cup of tea, coffee, which means before anything goes in, even a fruit, I have to pause 20 seconds and then consume. If I do it so many times in a day, which would come to almost 20 times in a day, almost more than 20 times in a day, because 3 meals, 6 to 7 glasses of water, 2-3 cups of milk, tea, coffee, it will come to more than 20 times in a day. If anybody does this, repeat the same thoughts and words 20 times in a day, within a week, 10 days, it's going to be your natural vocabulary. Your thoughts will change. Fear will finish. Faith will be there. Stress will finish. Calm will be there. Helplessness will finish. Power will be there. God's protection will be there. Health will be there. Within a week, 10 days. And right now is the time to make this effort. So morning, every hour, before we go to sleep, and before every meal, glass of water and tea. So we have to do this, what we did in the temple, we have to do it throughout the day. This is what happens in the temple. High energy words throughout the day. Prasad, Amrit happens in the temple. People get peace and power in the temple. Right now is the time to do it throughout the day and radiate peace and power to the planet. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Wow. Thank you so much, Sister Shivani, for sharing your wisdom and insights with us. This has been really so helpful for all of us. Also, thank you for sharing the importance of the temples. So let's start the question and answers. I have a few questions here. The first question is, in the morning, I'm energized, but when I go to work and watch all the numbers and see the sad news, the energy is not working anymore.
That's what we shared today. The energy of the morning will have to be retained during the day. Now, one thing is, protect yourself from media. It is the role of some people in society, some people in the city, to take care of the statistics. They're playing their role perfect. It's not our role to know the statistics, because if every mind consumes the statistics will increase. If every mind consumes those statistics, if every mind starts believing this is getting worse, there's no hope, there's no future for us, the economy is crashing, everything is over. If everyone absorbs this, then everyone creates this. If everyone creates this, radiates it, then the more of that will happen. So protect what you consume. We do not need to know the statistics. We need to change the statistics, and that happens with a powerful mind. So just protect yourself from media. You don't need to know what's happening in the country and the world. If anybody says, you know what happened? You say, no, I'm praying and meditating for the world to heal. I don't need to know what's happening in the world. I'm working, I'm connecting with God to change what's happening in the world. So protect yourself from media. And then that prayer and meditation affirmation which you did in the morning, please repeat it every hour. And very, very important protection is the food and the water. This line is a powerful line. Jaisa anna vaisa man, jaisa pani vaisi vani, which means if you consume anything which has fear and anxiety, then even if you were in a very calm and powerful state of mind, your mind will change, because as is the food, as is the water, so is the mind. So do not consume anything without taking that 20-second pause and repeat those same powerful thoughts. Within a few days, your state of mind will be the same throughout the day. Same throughout the day. In fact, only getting better, which means the car will only be going up the slope, not stopping, definitely not getting pulled down. So it's a lifestyle. Meditation is a lifestyle. It's not a 30-60 minute thing. So just do these little practices for the next few days and you see what difference you will find in yourself.
Thank you, sister. And then the next question is, if any one person meditates 3 to 4 hours, to what extent can he protect the surroundings? Is it only for the self, or can it be done for a whole location? Meaning an entire city or a state, meditation power can go how far, to what intensity?
Meditation power is thought power. Thought is not stopped by boundaries of city, state, country, continents. Thought vibrates, it's in the atmosphere. So your thoughts can reach. We've all experienced, many of us have experienced pranic healing, Reiki, distance healing. So what do we do in distance healing? Another person could be in another city or a country, and they tell you, you know what, I'm not well, this part is paining, this is hurting, please do healing for me. Now that person who does healing can be in another country and they will do healing from there. And this person here says, I'm feeling much better, which means the energy blockages have got cleaned. How did the energy blockage get cleaned? Because someone sitting there radiated that energy for that energy blockage to get cleaned. So no barrier of city, state, country, or continent. It radiates everywhere. But the only thing is, right now, it does not have to be restricted to this time or these number of hours. We do not necessarily have to sit for 3-4 hours in meditation, because everybody might not be able to sit for so many hours, because we have so much more to also do as far as managing family, work. So need not necessarily sit for 3-4 hours, but necessarily be in the meditative state throughout the day. Throughout the day. Because even if we sit for 2 hours, but remaining 22 hours, if I'm at another energy, then I've reduced the power of what I did. But I need to meditate in the morning all the time, that suits me best, and then create that state of mind throughout the day, which means throughout the day, not get sucked by the conversations and thoughts of people around me. Be in a state of meditation throughout the day. That's what's important. Couple of hours will not work right now. It never did actually, because that's why we used to say, I'm very peaceful while meditating, but during the day, stress is normal. Then we were living 2 different lives, life during meditation and life during the day. Meditation has to energize us to live like that throughout the day. Then we're doing it the right way. Just a little care and that will happen.
Thank you, sister. And then the next question is, when people are talking about the news, what are we supposed to say them?
You cannot stop people from talking what they're talking. You protect yourself, immediately create God's power and blessings circle around you. Like, you know how we're doing social distancing, we also have to do emotional distancing. This is very important. For social distancing, you have to physically sit away from each other. But for emotional distancing, we can be sitting where we are sitting. We can be living in the same room, in the same house, but emotionally we have to be distanced, which means if someone is at a lower vibration, I have to go very high. Then this lower vibration will not influence you, but your higher vibration will start influencing them. If you can explain to them what the news is doing to their minds, that's very good. They will understand. But if they're not listening to you, then say it to them from here. Just send them a message. Keep sending it every day. You're a powerful soul. You're protected from the information around the world. You are connected to God. Just say that. Say that to the other person in your mind. Say, this is not good for you. Study something which is healthier for you. Sometimes things don't work from here. They work from here. So let's use the power of the mind.
Thank you, sister. Thank you, sister. So in the interest of time, let's move on. Let me now introduce Sister Kala. Sister Kala is the director of Peace Village, which is the Brahma Kumaris retreat center in upstate New York in the Catskill Mountain. She is a retired pediatrician and is a senior yogi who is practicing Raja Yogi meditation for over 40 years. Welcome, Sister Kala.
Om Shanti to everyone. I'm sure you have had a lovely almost 1 hour. And thank you so much, Sister Shivani. It's my pleasure to have been on the show and to be listening to such compelling messages from you, which we of course listen from time to time. But every time we listen, it only gets deeper. So thank you so much. I also want to take a few moments to thank Om Sai Balaji Temple at this time, who have been the main initiative behind this program, especially Brother Surya Narayan, Brother Vamsi, and also the whole board of the temple. Also all the supporting organizations, as you see on the screen. They have all come forward and within a very short time gotten the message out to so many of you, and you have been able to take benefit. Especially want to make mention of TV Asia and Mana TV, who are also transmitting this program. And we do have several follow-up programs from the Brahma Kumaris in New Jersey, and you see that on the screen. But also, if you are, you may not be able to put your chat, use the chat box to give your email address so that we can send you links. But if you do, if you are on the Zoom link, please use the chat box. Otherwise, you can use our contact information to send us the request for registration information on those programs. One particular program I want to mention is immediately after this, on Friday, there's a program coming up to take into practical steps all the things that you've been hearing about. And so I want a special invitation for that program. I know that you're waiting for your closing meditation with Sister Shivani, which is always the highlight of the program, so don't leave yet. So after our closing meditation, all of this information will come up again and you can take down that information, and it is best to continue with silence as much as possible as soon as the meditation begins. I do want to also say that I have taken tremendous benefit. Just a very, very powerful message for me, especially at this time, has been the moral responsibility that I have as one person to take care of my own mind in order to take care of the mind of the planet. And I think you made it also very simple, Sister Shivani, that we can take some practical steps. You've not just given us food for thought, but food for action. So many, many things we can start doing right from tonight. And so thank you so much. And I finally like to have this vision for the next few days and weeks, at least, for us all to carry home, and that is, let meditation, prayer, and God's blessings become our way of life. Let's go home with that message. And now on to Sister Shivani, and thank you all for being.
Thank you, Sister Kala. Sister Shivani, can you also please create a practical experience for us when you are leading the meditation for us today?
Om Shanti. Like Sister Kala has just shared with us, because it's a time where many of you might not be able to come to this center, but this is a time where the sisters and the brothers at the center are conducting the meditation courses online. And really, it's a necessity to be able to shift from that early morning to making it a lifestyle. You would learn that powerful way to do that, and to connect and to create a very personal relationship with God. We all remember God, we all pray to God, but one is praying to God and one is making a very personal relationship where not only you speak to God, you will experience the answers coming to you. That's meditation. So that online course should actually be, everyone, all of us should do the online course and start that journey towards creating that beautiful relationship. Also at this time, if anyone is feeling a little low, not feeling right, finds the need to talk to someone, or needs help for a family member, needs any counseling, then also the sisters and brothers at the center are always available. You have the phone number with you, you have the email. They are family. We're all family. Just pick up the phone and call whenever you find the need to. Sometimes just talking to somebody for a few minutes and they will meditate for you at the other end. If you just call them up and they say, okay, let's meditate for a few minutes, they'll meditate for you, they'll meditate for your family member, and that will just silence your mind and you will be able to take charge of yourself. So any counseling for anyone, you or anyone around you, the center is always available for seva. Come, let's sit back. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale and relax your body. Creating high energy thoughts and visualizing them. So as we say these thoughts, you can say them in your mind and visualize them. Visualize every thought. Affirmation plus visualization is meditation, and that becomes an experience. And the experience becomes a manifestation. So repeat the thoughts in your mind and visualize it. I am a divine being. Divinity is my personality. My every thought is pure, healing energy. My every word is a blessing. I vibrate at the highest frequency. I am a divine being. Peace is my nature. It's who I am. Powerful, stable always, independent of the vibrations of situation and people around me. I vibrate at the highest frequency. My body is perfect and healthy and will always be. My body is perfect and healthy and will always be. God's power and blessings is a circle of protection around me. God's energy is with me. Visualize that white circle. The circle of light. The circle of power. It's God's vibration around me. I'm safe, protected, God's power and blessings around my family. Draw that circle around everyone. God's power and blessings around my job, my business, my organization. My organization is safe. Each member is safe. My job is secure. My business is perfect this year. Blessings for my work. God's power and blessings around the planet. See God's energy circling the world, that white healing energy around the globe. Each mind is powerful, peaceful. Each one is perfect and healthy. The world is perfect. It's protected. That thing which had come onto the planet, it's gone. It's over. Finished, never ever to come again. Visualize the planet happy, healthy, perfect. That thing is gone forever, never to come again. It's a new beginning. Beautiful world. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Thank you so much. Om Shanti. We end this meeting here in silence.